What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tastemaker's Palette, back at it again with another review. Hope that you are all well. Bringing you another review of a brand that I kind of somewhat frequent on my site. This is a brand I'm big into urban gear, and urban gear has always been kind of foundational for me in terms of just admiration and being a part of my wardrobe. And I've gone through so many different phases of where different urban brands were in style. I could take you back to Mecca, Nietzsche, Academics, 555 Soul, you name it. You know what I'm saying? We can go to Mesquite, we can go all over we go to Data, to the West Coast, you know what I mean? Urban gear has always been a staple of my wardrobe, and it's always been one of those things where it's just like you stay close to the pulse of the people's people, you know what I mean? So from a fashion standpoint. So today, I'm gonna go over a favorite brand of mine who I think is grabbed the torch in that regard. Pioneer, trailblazing brand. They've got next, they've got now. They're up and coming, and they also have the spotlight. And so, talking about Awake New York. So, Awake New York is dope. Got a couple of reviews on my channel here. Kind of run through them, and you'll get some history about the brand and the brand owner and such. But I'm gonna go over two special collabos. The Awake JA1 collabo and the Awake Jordan collabo. So the first one, this is gonna be kind of a longer vid, but get a little bit of history on why these collabs are exciting. First and foremost, we'll start with the Awake JA1. Probably everybody out there is like, what the hell is JA1? If you are not from NYC, or if you're not into graffiti, JA is a graffiti artist, and he's a legendary graffiti artist who has been active and what they call on king level, all city, all state, for years, for decades. And so what this means, just to kind of backtrack, the graffiti world is a whole world in itself. And so, I grew up in the 90s in New York City and actually had the opportunity to participate in the graffiti scene. And so JA was like one of the reigning kings during that time. And so, in order to be a king, your tag was everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't matter what borough you were in, in inconspicuous places, in crazy places, climbing rooftops and, doing daring things, risking life and limb, to get your tag in a place where nobody else could put it. Graffiti also comes with a culture that, where you gotta, it's a man's sport. So, it comes with beef. Sometimes you have to establish yourself, in a physical manner in order to maintain your spot and get respect. So there was that element of it. And so, these guys have endured and embodied and lived for this culture for decades and decades. And so, I've always been attracted to graffiti from more of the artistry standpoint. I never went 100% because, I always had other options. I was, into sports more. But, I've had my share of, running through train tunnels and, hopping fences, barbed wire fences, and climbing rooftops, doing pieces and all of this type of stuff. At my age, I'm an older guy. You know what I'm saying? I still find therapy in graffiti art. I got a black book right here. This is my black book, and so I'm still I still doodle around, and so it's just like one of those things that you just fall in love with. As a kid, you ride the trains and you see all the beautiful artwork, and you're enamored by it, and that's where it all starts. It's like, how do these guys do this? How do they learn how to color and do things with spray paint the way they do, and all of these different types of things. So yeah, got involved in the life. So that's a little bit of my personal bio mixed with who JA is and why this collab is so special to me and to many, many, many people, in the New York City and graffiti scene, 90s, 2000s, and I don't know, he might have been even hitting, killing stuff in the late 80s. I don't know. He might be an older dude. Don't know too much about him, but very, very, very special collabs. Really, really embodies New York City ethos of creativity, with a strong touch of rebel and crime and mischief. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really something. Graffiti culture is really something to admire. You know what I'm saying? It's a lifestyle, and so this collab with Awake was brilliant, and I think that it's one of those things where like it's almost like secret code if you see these tags on a shirt, on some clothing. So this is the collab. I got a hoodie and a t-shirt for this collab, right? So this is the hoodie. So it's got the JA throwy on it, and then the away buffs the Awake A, and his A goes into the Awake logo, which I thought was dope. Awake, JA Wake. And so then he has a full tag on the back of the hoodie. That's his hand style, JA1 Awake. And then you got this throw up. This is what they call those, like the bubble letters, is what most people know it by, but they call them throwies in graffiti. And throwies are like just doing a quick piece. And these are some really, really popular throwies. Like if you go to New York City now, you'll see this tag somewhere. And it'll be, then, it'll make sense to you. I don't care if you're from another country and you've never been, you'd visit New York and you'd see these tags all over the city, because, that's who this guy is. So, brilliant of Awake to represent and stay organic and true to underground New York City culture as urban brands should, and to tap this energy in this art form to do so, and using this legendary artist as a representative for what they're trying to do. So yeah, shout outs to them for that. So this is the hoodie. True to size, I got an XL. If you can find one, I would say, being true to size is just fine. Here's the t-shirt. It's got the throwies, just kind of straight buffing the Awake logo, JA1. XTC, Awake NYC. XTC, I believe, is JA's writing crew. So that's that. Then you got the logo. Got a throwy on the logo on the inside of the neck, which I thought was cool, with the size circle. And in the back, you got silver JA1 throwy tag. So love this, man. Love this big time. You know what I mean? It captures a sentiment that runs really, really deep, a nostalgia that runs really deep, something I fell in love with as a kid. And then, if you participated in it, it just represents something that, is kind of exclusive. You're part of a group if you understand it. So, and for those who don't understand it, they should. Now it's a piece of history, especially with things changing, going into street art. Street art is different from graffiti. It's beautiful and everything, but where it came from and how rugged and gritty it was, and why it was started. Graffiti was started because of, in New York City at least, it was expression from people who were oppressed very, very deeply from extreme poverty. So the urban decay, like of the Bronx in the 80s and stuff like that, like those kind of conditions birthed people who wanted to give a message of what was going on and express themselves and get some of that off their chest through graffiti. All the crime and all that type of stuff, it was a form of expression. So it's good to kind of have an understanding of the history And again, kudos to Awake for, for tapping that energy. So the second collab was Awake Jordan, which I thought was dope. And so for all of you guys who watch my channel, if you don't watch my channel, get up on it now. I love basketball shorts. As I mentioned, sports was my #1 love, and I grew up playing basketball. Love basketball shorts. We used to go uptown and get Olas from Harlem, and they had if you didn't want to buy shorts, they had a team on them, or you wanted something unique, the Olas, they had the great quality, the silky insides. They created a short that was like professional level with no team on it, kind of like a Mitchell & Ness. And so, these kind of shorts always remind me of that era and those types of shorts. These are the Jordan Diamond shorts. So this is a silhouette that you'll find now, but Awake reimagined them. So on the Jordan Diamond shorts, you'll see the Jumpman in each diamond on all of them. But what Awake did was they put their logo. They made the Jordan the A in the middle, which I thought was genius. It was brilliant. And then they put a Nike check here in one diamond. And then they put the number 23 in the other diamond. So this makes these unique from the normal, Jordan shorts that you normally see. Because there are more logos, you get his number 23, you get the Jordan logo, you get the Awake logo, and you get a Nike logo. So I really like that. Really heavy duty mesh inside. These are very, very sturdy and durable. Nike has been slacking with their shorts and their material as of late. It's been kind of flimsy in certain times when I've ordered some. So I'm glad to see that these are heavy duty. Heavy duty drawstrings with rubberized. No, these are like plastic metalish tips in black. So no, they're actually metal tips in black. I thought they were plastic at first, but metal. So another sign of quality. And then the diamond border on the shorts is like a snakeskin pattern. So not an actual snakeskin, but just a pattern of it, which I thought was dope too. Definitely different. So this Jordan drop came with a couple of different pieces. There was a black sweatsuit. There was some sneakers, some Jordan 1s with an A on them and a kind of a red snakeskin heel collar. What else? Came with it, a t-shirt, a hat. I'll leave the link in the description. Check community on my site as well, because I think I highlighted the drop there. But a lot of good pieces. I think you might no longer be able to get them at awake.com, but you can go to sneakers, Nike sneakers, and pick up some of the Awake Jordan collabo pieces. There's also a zipper back pocket on the back with a heavy duty metal zipper with a Jordan logo on the back. So these shorts are a good look. If you're looking for Jordan shorts and you don't want to get a pair like everybody else, or if you're like me, like I got a little bit tired of Jordan brand after a while, but whenever I see a collab like this, I'll still pick something up because I still got a little bit of love for Jordan. But something like this is definitely unique. The last collab with Jordan that had an ill pair of shorts was the Undefeated, the sneaker boutique out west. Times Jordan dropped. They had a similar pair of shorts to this, the diamond style, but it was like several patch camouflage, like little cut and sew type thing. Not cut and sew, but like they just kind of color blocked different patterns of camo all over, which was super dope. And it was in green and orange, but these are a close second to those. But I definitely recommend these, as a pair of summer shorts, just to chill and style in. So again, Awake New York, just brilliant, figuring out ways to, bring some serious magic through collabs. A super urban aesthetic, cultural aesthetic, socially intelligent and socially conscious aesthetic. That's all built into what they do at Awake. So, y'all know I'm doing this for the love, because my Awake reviews really don't get any views. But, if you check it out, if you check out this review, give Awake a shot. Google Awake New York and find garments, man. They got some good stuff. So, that's it for me for this review. I appreciate you guys checking this review out. Like, comment, subscribe, comment, like. Let me know what you think about Awake New York, and you know what other urban brands you're feeling right now at the moment. There's a lot of them out there, and you know, yeah, let's get some discussion going. All right, guys. Tastemakers Palette, we out. Peace.